A man of 25 and a man of 55 want the same thing. One of them pays $286 a month for it. The other pays $5,466. Same target, same market, same 8%. The only difference between those two men is when they started. I want to walk you down that list slowly, because I think most people have seen a version of it and not actually looked at it. $1 million by 65. That is the goal for all 7 of these men. Start at 25, and it costs $286 a month. Start at 35, $671. Start at 41,051. Start at 45, $1,698. Start at 50, $2,890. And start at $55,466 a month. 19 times. Same million. That is what 30 years of waiting costs, not 19% more. 19 times the monthly payment for the identical outcome. Now here's the part I did not expect when I first worked this out, and it is the reason I made this. The penalty is not the same size every decade, it grows. From 25 to 35, the cost goes up by about half again. From 45 to 55, it nearly doubles. The decade you can least afford to lose is always the next one. And you can shrink it further. One single year of waiting at 35 adds $62 a month. Every month for the rest of your working life. $62 a month for a year in which you did nothing wrong. You just did not start. So why is the gap so violent? It is not because the market treats them differently, it treats them identically. Look at what each man actually pays in out of his own pocket across the whole thing. The man who starts at 25 pays in about $137,000 total over 40 years. The man who starts at 55 pays in $656,000 for the same million. 5 times the money out of his own life for an identical result. 5 times. Because in the first case, growth does $863,000 of the work. 86% of the outcome is not his money at all. That is what you are actually buying when you start early. Not discipline, not sacrifice. You are buying the years in which the money works instead of you. There is one sentence that costs more than any other in this whole subject, and almost everybody has said it. I will start when I earn more. It sounds responsible, it sounds like planning, and it is the single most expensive sentence in personal finance because of what it does to the list. Waiting until you earn more does not move you down the list. It moves you up it into a more expensive row. And it does that automatically while you feel like you're being sensible. And there is a trap folded inside it, which is the story I have told on this channel before. When the raise arrives, your life expands to meet it. It always does. So the amount you can comfortably spare stays roughly the same percentage it always was. You did not wait for a better moment. You waited for the same moment at a higher price. That is what happened to me between 25 and 35, and I could not see it from inside it. I did not start at 25, I want to be honest about why. Because I think the usual answer is wrong. The usual answer is that young people are irresponsible. That was not it. I was careful with money at 25, I simply had almost none of it. The real reason is that at 25, $286 a month is an enormous amount of money. And 65 is not a real place. It is a word, it happens to other people. It is further away than everything you have already lived. So the decision is not lazy, it is a rational trade made with terrible information, real money now, against an abstraction later. And nobody ever showed me the list. Nobody ever does. If somebody had put that list in front of me at 25, I do not think I would have needed a lecture about discipline. 286 against 5,400 is not a moral argument. It is just a price. Now, if you're 45 or 55 watching this, there is a version of this video that just told you that you have lost, and I'm not making that video. So here's the arithmetic that actually applies to you, and it is better than the list suggests. The million is an arbitrary number, it is a round figure, somebody put in a headline. Almost nobody actually needs exactly $1 million. $800 a month from 50 to 65 is $276,000. That is not a million, it is also not nothing. It is 132,000 of growth you did not have before. And here is the lever almost nobody mentions because it is unglamorous. Working 3 more years at the same $800 a month adds $107,000. 3 years of time beats almost any increase you could squeeze out of your budget. Time is still doing the work at 50. There's just less of it. So the honest move is to stop losing any more of it. The worst decade is never the one behind you, it is the one you're in right now, which is the only one you can still spend. So if you take one thing from this, it is not a number. It is the shape of the curve. Every year you weight costs more than the year before it. That is the whole video. The price of starting goes up on its own, without you doing anything. Which means the amount does not matter nearly as much as people think. $50 a month started now beats a perfect plan you begin in April. Not because $50 is impressive, because April is 4 months of the only thing you cannot buy back. Start badly, start at the wrong amount, in the wrong account with the wrong plan. All of that is fixable later. The years are the one input that is not. You cannot buy years back. I put the boring arithmetic on this channel with the decade I lost left in. Subscribe if that is the version you want.